pretty safe to say that most of us could improve when it comes to handling our money. I know that I'm definitely one of them. Justin Struble is here this morning from Safe Harbor Financial Services, and he's going to help us out when it comes to that. Today, we're going to be talking about capital investment. So what is capital investment?
Capital investment is a fancy name for investment money. You can invest time, energy, and money. Capital investment is that money, and we'll get to it in a second, but primarily the government looks at it differently because you've already earned the money and now you're putting that money back to work for you in the market.
Okay, now when it comes to taxes, how are capital gains treated?
They treat it differently because you've already been taxed on your income. So now you have money that you saved, whether you're a company or you're an individual, and now you're reinvesting it. So capital gains traditionally have been taxed at a lower tax bracket. What's important to know for everybody before the end of this year is capital gains rates are going up. If your income is currently in the 10 or 15% income bracket, right now you can pay zero capital gains. If you are in a higher income bracket, then your capital gains rate is 15%. The 0% rate's going to 10% next year, and the 15% is going to 20%. The interesting thing about this is now is the time to sell any assets that you have that have appreciated. So if you had company stocks or if you have real estate that you can sell and is actually going up in value since you bought it, it's a great time to recognize those gains, pay the tax, even though everybody hates paying taxes, because historically we're at the lowest capital gains rates in history since we've had them, and they're never coming back, not in a long time. So if you expect to use the money for your life in the future, especially for a senior where you have 30 years, if you need this for retirement income, sell your investment now, pay the capital gains. Even if you reinvested in the exact same investment a month from now, you will have basically paid a smaller tax than when you take it out in the future.
That is really interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Now, what about this Medicare 3.8% tax? What is that all about?
This is 2.9 is now going to 3.8 on your income, and it's a brand new 3.8% on capital gains. Now, it only covers high income earners, but you may be a high income earner when you sell a piece of property one year. So it depends on how much income you're showing that year.
Okay, so the high income earners, that's who it's going to affect. Now, what's going to be taxed?
It's a tax on the gain, so above the level. Now, if you're single filing, $200,000 or more is what you have to make to have this affect you.
Okay.
If you're making $250,000 as a couple, you're affected above that. So if you have $300,000 and you're single, you're getting that extra 3.8% on that extra $100,000 if you follow that. So if you make $300,000, everything above the $200,000 level is taxed with an additional 3.8%.
Now, what about IRA distributions? Are they affected by this 3.8% tax?
Indirectly. They'll affect your income level.
Okay.
So yes, IRA distributions are income, so therefore it could bump you up one year if you take a lot out of your IRA, or if you're drawing an income and it's over $200,000 or $250,000, it will be affected, and you'll have to pay some of that 3.8%.
What about annuity income? Is that subject to tax?
It depends. If you have non-qualified money, it's only the gains that would affect your income, because the principal you put in doesn't get taxed when you take it out, so that wouldn't affect your income. But the gains are taxable as regular income, and therefore they could bump your income over this level and cause you to be taxed this extra 3.8%.
A lot to understand with this. So you really, really need to understand everything when it comes to your money. And again, there is so much to understand. So you can visit Safe Harbor Financial Services, and you guys are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Yep.
All right, and all of that information as far as how you can get in touch with them is listed under the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. Once again, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.